Hi, so this is my long overdue Venomous Villains haul. It's Halloween, so happy Halloween. I'm wearing my candy corn necklace, candy corn earrings, and my spider scrunchie, I guess. And I have my Halloween t-shirt on that says Masquerade Ball, Come Dressed to Thrill on it. And up here it says All Hallows Eve. I got it at Target. Okay, so I got some of this online as well as at my counter. A lot of things sold out very, very quickly online that my counter actually had for a while. So I know this is kind of late because I've been playing catch up for the last month or two actually. So, or month and a half. So, yeah, so your counter or your store might actually still have a lot of these. I know my counter still has Briar Rose as well as the Lip Jelly, and those are two things that I really want that are sold out online. So I'm going to go in order, and I'll talk about my thoughts on the villains at the end. So what I got from the Cruella De Vil was Innocence Beware, which I am absolutely loving. You've probably already seen how the packaging looks. This is the Cruella lipstick packaging. It's shiny. A lot of people were saying that they don't think it's a sticker on here, but you can feel how bumpy it is. So whether it's a sticker or not, I don't think it's going to be coming off. So, and then for some reason they have this little box that's over their regular boxes, and I'm wondering if that's what is part of what is costing the extra $1 that they're charging for these for some reason than they normally do. And then the inside for Cruella is red. The colors that they've used are basically colors that match the villain. Cruella also had another red lipstick. This is Innocence Beware. I've been wearing this a lot. I don't know if that's going to show up. It looks very nude, but it comes on as a very peachy color. It's really, really pretty. Like, not peachy, pink. Pinkish nude. And then I also got her eyeshadow in Sweet Joy, which looks like this. And that's, I don't know why I like putting the swatches on my finger, but I do. That's Sweet Joy. It's very light. See, when it was on my finger, you could tell a little easier. I thought the photos on the eyeshadows seemed a little odd. It's just kind of like a head or like a face. Same thing, the packaging has kind of like a sketch drawing on it, which a lot of people liked better than the cartoon. I like them both. It doesn't really matter to me. Same thing, red inside. And that's all I got from the Cruella De Vil collection. She had another kind of burnt orangey, reddish type of eyeshadow. And I feel like I already have some dupes of that color, so I didn't go for that. And then Carbon is Permanent. And I liked the red lipstick, but I don't know, I'm not too sure if I would wear red very often. I really wish I had gotten 2 of Innocence Beware, so if you have a counter or a store near you, stock up on these, because I didn't even think I was going to like it as much as I did until I got it home. So out of the Evil Queen, I got Toxic Tail, and this is how hers looks. The lipstick, and I'm wearing Toxic Tail right now. I noticed people wondering if it really is this bright. All I did was swipe it once on the bottom and once on top, and then rub them together, and this is how it looks. So it is this bright. It's kind of an orangey pinkish color, a pinky orange, I guess. It's pretty though. I really like it. It's probably not something I'm going to wear constantly or like all of the time. But, well, this is on my lips. It's probably not something I'm going to wear all the time, but it's something I'm very happy to have in my collection. And it's definitely a very different color. For eyeshadow, I got her Alter Image from the Queen collection, which is just a lilac-y purple color, which I love. And that's it, swatched on my finger. I don't know if it's really showing up, but it comes up pretty nicely. And again, just the face of the Evil Queen. From Maleficent, I got Bad Fairy. It's sort of a burnt orange. It depends on how you look at it in some lighting, and it's kind of got a reddish color in it. I wish I had it on my nails right now. I don't. I did for a little while after I first got it. In order to get it that dark color that looks like it looks in the bottle, I had to put on 3 or 4 coats of it. The very first coat, it literally just looked like, let me show you how one coat would look. It literally just looks like something you would put over another nail polish to kind of, I don't know, give it a little bit of glitter. Okay, so this is just one coat. See how that looks? Yeah. So you definitely need 3 or 4 coats to get it to really, really look like the bottle. And it's really pretty. I love it with those coats on the 3 or 4. So yeah, this wasn't Bad Fairy. I didn't get the other ones because I've just heard that they were dupes of them that were much cheaper. I also went for the Mineralize Eyeshadow in She Who Dares. And inside her box is purple. I don't think I said the Evil Queen box. What was hers? Hers is kind of a purple-ish, a different type of purple than Maleficent. Maleficent is like a darker purple. Hers is like a purplish pink. So I love She Who Dares. I didn't get the other one just because I have so many duplicates of those colors, like those dark purples. So this is the green. I don't know how well that is going to show up. There's actually a similar color in Urban Decay's NYC palette. I'm going to have to put them together to see how similar those actually are. And then there's the blue part. My light is so bright now. I'm not sure how well these are coming up. But yeah, I love this. And the photo on the cover isn't just a floating head. So it's more like her face and her, is that a crow or a raven on it? I like Sleeping Beauty, but I was never such a big fan of it. I pretty much got 2 things of every collection. I definitely wanted to get Briar Rose, which they still have, and I'm still like, oh my god, I should get it, but I spent so much on this collection. Usually I don't do that with collections. And then from Dr. Facilier, I've never seen The Princess and the Frog. I've heard it was great. I'll have to check that out. I liked him. I thought he looked really cute. Inside his box, it's brown. And I got the, let's see, Truth in White Magically Cool Liquid Powder. This is actually very strange, and it's part of what I liked. I want to use mine as a highlight. I opened it a tiny bit. Looks like that. That's, well, obviously that's a lot of it. And then I put it on my hand. It's very light. It's good for a highlight. It goes on almost wet. They put it on me at my counter, and I kind of didn't like it at first. I was just like, ooh. Like, it just, I don't know, it just felt too wet when it went on. It looks like that. It's not something I would, again, something I would use all the time, but it's more like an investment piece because it is something I'll go to every so often and I'll get my use out of it. And I love the photo on it. I thought that was really neat. Let's see, what's his sketch? I'm sure you've seen all the sketches already. That's what his sketch looks like. That's Maleficent's sketch. And I don't know if I showed you the Evil Queen's sketch. The last item I got was Dr. Facilier's mirror. Facilier. I don't want to blind you guys, but that's the mirror. That's the photo on it. Now, that's what the box looks like. Okay, so I guess this is like the perfect time to kind of go into my favorite Disney villain. I like Uncle Scar from The Lion King. He was my favorite. I love animals, and I think it would have been neat if they had an animal as a part of this, especially with the colors of the fur. And he had a very interesting green where he sang one of the most famous songs from the movie. A lot of people were upset that Ursula wasn't a part of it from The Little Mermaid, and I was a little surprised about that too, especially since she would have a lot of interesting colors, but then I guess she would have a lot of purples, and the Evil Queen and Maleficent have purples as well. The thing that made me really think about like the people that they chose as well as the things they chose was this mirror, because when I think of mirrors and I think of Disney, I think of either Alice in Wonderland, just because of Alice in Wonderland and The Looking Glass, which is one of my favorite films, and it actually wasn't animated. I'm not even sure if it's Disney related. Must be because it's Alice in Wonderland. But another thing that I thought about was the mirror on the wall. I mean, when I think of mirrors, obviously I think of the evil queen. So I was really surprised, and then I don't know, I guess since I haven't seen the movie, maybe it's called I'm So Vain Mirror. So maybe this has something to do with him as a character, which I guess then I would understand it, but still, since Snow White has been around for so long. Hi, sorry, my camera died. I pretty much finished my thought. I really, really liked the collection. I wanted to get everything. After I got a couple of things, I got a couple more things, and I'd go back and I'm like, oh, I want that, I want that. So I really, really loved the collection. I like the photos and everything, aside of like the shadows, like I said, was a little strange, but the photos were still cute. I like the packaging. If there's something you even slightly like in this one, I think you should get it. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and I hope you enjoyed my haul. See you soon. Bye.